Hi everyone, it's Georgia, and welcome to my meditation. And I just wanted to share I'm having an awesome day here at one of my favorite parks in Northeast Ohio. It's called Bradley Woods. And of course, while I was walking and doing some praying, I found a charm um, with St. Francis on it, and it says, "Protect my dog," and on the back there's an angel, and it says, "Guardian angel, protect my dog," which is kind of funny because I've been thinking about could I get a dog? I've been thinking about getting a dog. Anyways, maybe that just means, um, you know, that there are people in our lives that, do protect us. And many of them are animals, and they're just such a comforting presence in our lives. So that is the gift of nature and animals. Today's little meditation builds on this particular lesson. And these are cards from Esther and Jerry Hicks from the Law of Attraction. Um, and this saying says, "It's not my responsibility to convince anyone of anything." And one of the things I like about this card, well, it's a lot. First of all, I can't stand it when people try to convince me of things, especially if I didn't ask anybody's opinion. Secondly, when I get involved in telling people what they should be doing, I've overstepped my boundaries and I'm usually out of balance. So I've noticed that whenever, I get involved in other people's stuff, or other people may be getting involved in my stuff in some kind of way of trying to be controlling, it really gets in the way. It really gets in the way. And usually we do those kinds of things because we're afraid of being alone. And that swan is alone. So the meditation I want to do is about the power of staying in your own lane, the power of not worrying about what other people think, and how that frees you when you stop worrying about convincing other people or controlling other people, because you have a life of your own to fulfill and live out beautifully. Before I do the meditation, I'll read the back. Make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experiences that you choose, and allow all others to do the same. For me, that says, give myself the freedom to create my life, and I will do the same for other people. So before we get started, let's just get comfortable, put both feet on the ground, make sure you're comfy, and take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. And one more time. And feel yourself get grounded where you're sitting or laying. Let the tension leave your body. And I just want you to try to totally relax. And imagine, if you would, that you are sitting in the most beautiful car. It's the car you've always wanted. It's got everything you've always wanted. And you've always wanted this car, and it feels when you're driving it that you are floating on air, and in fact, you in this beautiful car are floating on a river. And it's a beautiful river full of rocks, but you always seem to be able to navigate around them, and the flow is almost like silver in hues of gold. And the river has a trusting pulse that you can lay back and relax in your favorite car. And you are so relaxed and so comfortable, trusting the river, because part of you knows you're going to the destination of you, the real you. Where there's peace and appreciation and joy. And suddenly, as you're laying there, just totally relaxed, heading towards the bliss that is you, suddenly you see to your right another car coming, and you sit up and you're trying to direct that car, and you tell them to go to the front, and then another car comes into this beautiful river to the left, and you're signaling it and just encouraging it to stay in another lane, and then another car comes in actually right in front of you, and then another car to the back and to the right, and more cars, and you're just trying to direct traffic and get everybody to listen to you. And suddenly there are so many cars that everybody is just stuck and just inching along, and nobody's getting anywhere. And when you look closely at the cars, you see interesting words on the car, license plates, words like obligation and guilt and fear and avoidance and truth and loneliness. All of the things that get in the way from you listening to you. Oftentimes we get caught up in other people's stuff, and we have to let them go. We have to let go what that stuff represents. So take a deep breath. And imagine the river is widening. And imagine every car you're waving goodbye to, and it goes into its own river towards their bliss. And you wave goodbye to the other cars, and they're going on their way to their river, and all the rivers just go off of your river, and everybody's in their lane. And you settle back into your car in this beautiful river that is always, always wanting the best for you and taking you to where you're supposed to go. And relax again. And put your hand to your heart and say to yourself or out loud, I trust the river. I trust myself. And I listen within. All is well. I hope that's helpful. You know, we certainly take on a lot of energy when we get involved in trying to convince people of anything, or we just take on energy that is precious. Because our energy really should be used to live out what we want to do. So make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experiences that you choose, and allow all others to do the same. Have a good week.